A 2019 study at Utah State University examined how many people are injured or killed each year by wildlife in the United States, the first such review to take place since 2002. It found that more than 47,000 people sought medical attention after being attacked or bitten by wildlife each year, resulting in 8 fatalities on average. We used sources from scientific studies, national public health agencies, and the World Health Organization, WHO, to learn more about the most dangerous animals in the world, since in most cases it is humans who encroach on their habitats and animals merely react or are victims themselves. For this list, we're only taking into consideration the number of deaths associated with each creature. African buffalo. At number 25, we have the African buffalo, the only wild cow species found in Africa. It is one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Characterized by its heavy, ridged horns, the African buffalo uses these formidable weapons to fight off predators and establish dominance over other males. With a shoulder height of up to 1.7 meters and weighing up to 1,840 pounds, the African buffalo is an exceptionally large and powerful bovine. Its massive size, combined with an aggressive natural temperament, makes the African buffalo highly unpredictable and prone to violent outbursts. Think of it as the Hulk of the animal kingdom, but with horns. In East Africa, the African buffalo is known to be a major crop pest, frequently breaking down fences to raid cultivated fields. This often leads to dangerous encounters with humans, resulting in injuries and even fatalities. The buffalo's horns and sheer size make it a deadly adversary, and it is considered one of the big 5 most dangerous animals to hunt in Africa. So if you see one, remember, it's not just the fences that should be worried. Sydney funnel web spider. At number 24, we have the Sydney funnel web spider. Found only within a 100-mile radius of Sydney, Australia, this arachnid is one of the deadliest spiders in the world. This medium to large spider, ranging from 1 to 5 centimeters in body length, is armed with venom made up of complex toxic proteins that can overload the human nervous system and lead to death within just 15 minutes. Talk about a quick bite. The male Sydney funnel web spider is especially dangerous, as it tends to wander and seek out sheltered areas like shoes or garages, increasing the chances of human encounters. Imagine reaching for your sneakers and finding this 8-legged nightmare inside. These spiders are known to live in colonies of up to 100 individuals, with their burrows and crevices lined with distinctive funnel-shaped silk webbing. It's like they have their own creepy little neighborhoods. Before the development of an effective anti-venom in the 1980s, the Sydney funnel web spider was responsible for 13 documented human fatalities, primarily in children. Since the introduction of the anti-venom, however, no deaths have been recorded from Sydney funnel web spider bites. So thanks to modern science, you can rest a little easier, but still, check your shoes. Deer. At number 23, we have deer. While deer may appear to be gentle, harmless herbivores, they are actually responsible for more human deaths in the United States each year than nearly all other animals combined. Who knew Bambi could be so dangerous? Deer pose a significant threat through their involvement in vehicle collisions. Over 58,000 people are involved in deer-related vehicle accidents annually in the U.S., resulting in around 440 fatalities. Though the deer themselves are often the victims in these incidents, the sheer number of deadly encounters places them among the most dangerous animals to humans. This surprising danger stems from deer's tendency to suddenly dart into roadways, catching drivers off guard. Their large size and unpredictable movements make them a major hazard, especially at night when visibility is reduced. Collisions with deer can cause severe injuries and substantial property damage, turning a peaceful drive into a scene from a disaster movie. While deer may not be inherently aggressive like other dangerous animals, their role in a leading cause of accidental human deaths warrants their inclusion on this video. Motorists must remain vigilant, especially in areas with high deer populations, to avoid these potentially deadly encounters. Tiger. Tigers are apex predators, meaning they have no natural enemies other than humans. They are known for their incredible strength, agility, and stealth, making them formidable hunters. India, home to around 70% of the global tiger population, sees between 40 to 50 fatal tiger attacks each year. These attacks are often the result of conflicts between tigers and livestock, as agricultural expansion encroaches on the animal's natural territories. In some cases, A single predatory tiger can be responsible for a disproportionate number of human fatalities. For example, the notorious man-eating tigress of Champawat in India was believed to have killed over 400 people, likely due to crippling tooth injuries that made it difficult for the animal to hunt its normal prey. Overall, tiger attacks, while not as numerous as those caused by other dangerous animals like mosquitoes, can still have a deadly impact, especially in regions where human-wildlife conflict is on the rise. Careful management of tiger habitats and improved safety measures for those living in close proximity to the big cats are crucial to mitigating this threat. Brown bear. The brown bear, also known as the grizzly bear, is a formidable and potentially deadly adversary for humans. As the most widespread bear species globally, brown bears are responsible for a disproportionate number of attacks compared to other bear types. It's safe to say they don't like uninvited guests in their territory. Research on bear attacks in Alaska between 2000 and 2016 found that a staggering 96% of incidents involved brown bears. The number of human-bear conflicts appears to be on the rise, which scientists attribute to factors like growing human populations, development encroaching on bear habitats, and expanded brown bear ranges due to global warming. Brown bears are generally more aggressive than other bear species, such as the American black bear. Their massive size, reaching up to 800 pounds, and powerful build make them a force to be reckoned with. Brown bears are known to be highly territorial and protective of their young, contributing to their propensity for attacking humans who venture too close. In addition to their physical prowess, brown bears are also skilled predators, hunting a variety of prey including fish, small mammals, and even large ungulates like moose and bison. The sheer size, strength, and aggression of brown bears make them a formidable threat to human life. While attacks remain relatively rare, their potential for danger warrants their inclusion among the 25 most dangerous animals on the planet. Golden poison frog. The golden poison frog, also known as the golden dart frog, is one of the most toxic animals on Earth. Despite its small size of just 2.3 inches, this frog's skin secretes a potent neurotoxin called batrachotoxin that can cause paralysis and death in both predators and humans. It's like having a tiny assassin in the rainforest. The golden poison frog is the largest of the poison frog species and is endemic to the Pacific coast of Colombia. It sequesters lethal amounts of batrachotoxin from its diet of poisonous ants. Batrachotoxin irreversibly binds to and activates voltage-gated sodium channels, causing depolarization of nerves and muscles, leading to paralysis and cardiac arrest. The toxin is so potent that a single frog has enough poison to kill 10 adult humans. Talk about packing a punch in a small package. Indigenous tribes in Colombia have used the frog's toxin to poison their hunting darts for centuries. Remarkably, the frog avoids poisoning itself through a naturally occurring substitution in the batrachotoxin receptor site of its own sodium channels, rendering the channels resistant to the toxin's effects. It's like having a built-in immunity to its own superpowers. The golden poison frog's bright coloration serves as an aposematic warning signal to predators about its extreme toxicity. Its potent neurotoxin makes it one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Honeybees. While honeybees are generally docile and beneficial pollinators, they can pose a serious threat to human life when provoked or encountered in large numbers. From 2000 to 2017, there were a total of 1,109 deaths from hornet, wasp, and bee stings in the United States alone, with about 80% of fatalities occurring in males. Honeybees are considered the most abundant and widespread bee species, making encounters with them more likely than with other stinging insects. Anyone with an allergy to bee venom can die from a single sting, and even those without allergies are at risk when swarmed by an agitated hive. Africanized honeybees, also known as killer bees, are an especially dangerous subspecies that has spread from South America into the southwestern United States. They are more aggressive than European honeybees and will pursue perceived threats for over 500 yards, stinging repeatedly. While a honeybee's venom is relatively mild compared to other insects, the sheer number of stings delivered by an entire hive can overwhelm the body's defenses. In rare cases, the venom's effects can cause anaphylactic shock, organ failure, and death. Despite their importance as pollinators, honeybees' potential for deadly encounters warrants their inclusion among the world's most dangerous animals. Deathstalker scorpion. The Deathstalker scorpion, found in North Africa and the Middle East, is considered one of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Despite its small size of only 11 centimeters in length, this scorpion packs a powerful punch with its lethal stinger. Its stinger can snap over its head at an astonishing speed of 127.9 centimeters per second, according to a study published in Functional Ecology. The Deathstalker's venom is highly toxic, containing a potent neurotoxin called chlorotoxin that targets the nervous system. A sting from this scorpion can cause severe pain, fever, convulsions, and potentially fatal outcomes, especially in children and the elderly. Between 2005 and 2015, the U.S. Poison Control Center sent 16,275 people to healthcare facilities due to scorpion stings, with more than half occurring in Arizona. Its venom is being researched for potential medical applications, such as the development of new drugs and insecticides. Despite its small size, the Deathstalker scorpion's lethal venom and lightning-fast stinger make it one of the most dangerous animals in the world. Caution should be exercised when in its native habitat, and medical attention sought immediately if stung. Stonefish. Camouflaged to blend seamlessly into their coral and rocky reef habitats, stonefish are one of the most dangerous animals in the world's oceans. These masters of disguise can sit motionless on the seafloor, waiting for unsuspecting prey to swim within striking distance. They have 13 defensive spines lined across their back that can inject a potent venom when pressure is applied. A stonefish sting can cause excruciating pain, swelling, and even tissue necrosis in humans. While stonefish-related fatalities are rare, their venom is highly toxic and requires immediate medical attention. Stonefish use their camouflaged, warty skin and drab coloration to blend in so well they could win a hide-and-seek championship among marine creatures. This ambush predator waits patiently for small fish and crustaceans to come within range before suddenly opening its large, upturned mouth to suck them in. Stonefish are found throughout the tropical Indo-Pacific region, from the Red Sea to Australia, posing a threat to beachgoers and divers who may accidentally step on them. The stonefish's exceptional camouflage and venomous spines make it one of the most dangerous animals in the world's oceans. Extreme caution must be exercised when wading or diving in their native habitats to avoid a potentially deadly encounter, or, at the very least, a very bad day at the beach. Australian box jellyfish. Found primarily in the Indo-Pacific and northern Australia, the Australian box jellyfish is considered the world's most venomous marine animal. This unique species of box jellyfish is far more dangerous than common jellyfish, as it can actively swim rather than just drift with the currents. Its tentacles are covered in tiny venom-filled darts, called nematocysts, that can cause paralysis, cardiac arrest, and even death within minutes of a sting. The Australian box jellyfish can grow tentacles up to 10 feet long, making it one of the largest box jellyfish species. Unlike other jellyfish that simply float, the Australian box jellyfish can swim at speeds up to 4 knots, actively hunting its prey of small fish and shrimp. It has 24 eyes, including some with sophisticated lenses, corneas, and retinas, allowing it to navigate its environment and detect prey. Encounters with the Australian box jellyfish are most common between November and April, during the peak of stinger season in tropical northern Australia. A sting from this jellyfish is excruciatingly painful and can lead to Irukandji syndrome, causing muscle cramps, nausea, and even heart failure. With its potent venom and advanced hunting capabilities, the Australian box jellyfish is considered the world's most venomous marine animal. Extreme caution is advised when swimming in its native waters, and protective clothing should be worn to avoid a potentially deadly encounter. Great white shark, on number 15. We have great white shark. The great white shark, also known as the white shark, is one of the most formidable and dangerous predators in the world's oceans. While shark attacks on humans are relatively rare, the great white is responsible for the majority of fatal encounters. In 2023, there were 69 unprovoked shark attacks worldwide, resulting in 10 deaths, with great whites being responsible for the majority of these fatalities. Since 1850, great whites have been involved in over 200 more deadly attacks than the second most dangerous species, the tiger shark. Great whites, along with tiger and bull sharks, are more likely to cause serious harm due to their large size, powerful jaws, and serrated teeth designed for tearing flesh. These apex predators can grow up to 21 feet in length and weigh over 5,000 pounds, making them the largest predatory fish on the planet. great whites have an acute sense of smell that can detect a single drop of blood in 10 billion drops of water, allowing them to track prey from great distances. Their regional endothermy, or partial warm-bloodedness, gives them a metabolic advantage over cold-blooded sharks, enabling them to be more active and efficient hunters. While shark attacks on humans are statistically rare, the great white's sheer size, strength, and predatory nature make it one of the most dangerous animals in the world. Caution should be exercised when swimming or surfing in areas known to be inhabited by these formidable ocean predators. Wolf. While wolves are generally not considered one of the world's most dangerous animals, these large canines have exhibited increasingly bold behavior around humans in recent decades. Though fatal wolf attacks on people remain extremely rare, the potential threat posed by these predators warrants their inclusion among the 25 most dangerous animals. Over the past 100 years in North America, there have been only 2 confirmed cases of wild wolves killing a human being. In contrast, bears have killed at least 55 people since 2000, and cougars have killed 12 since 1990. Many historic wolf attacks on humans have been linked to the presence of rabies in the animal, which can cause aggressive, unpredictable behavior. However, some recent attacks may be attributed to factors like food scarcity or habitat loss, as wolves become more comfortable encroaching on human settlements. National parks and other protected areas in North America often have specific guidelines in place to educate visitors about wolf behavior and minimize the risk of dangerous encounters. Wolves perceive domestic dogs as competitors and may attack them, particularly in areas where wolf territories overlap with human populations. Proper food storage, keeping pets leashed, and maintaining distance from wolf den sites can help reduce the chances of a negative interaction. While the overall risk of a fatal wolf attack remains extremely low, their size, strength, and predatory nature mean these animals must be treated with caution and respect, especially in areas where human-wolf interactions are increasing. Lion. The African lion is undoubtedly one of the most dangerous animals in the world. These muscular big cats are apex predators known for their power, speed, and predatory instincts. In Tanzania alone, African lions attacked over 1,000 people between 1994 and 2014. A study in East Africa found that the probability of wild lion attacks increases with proximity to villages and in areas with large proportions of open woodland, bushland, and crops. As human populations grow and development encroaches on lion habitats, attacks are becoming more frequent as the animals are forced into closer contact with people. Lions primarily hunt large herbivores like wildebeest and zebra, but will also prey on humans, especially children. They live in prides, which are social structures that help them hunt efficiently and effectively. Lions have a powerful bite that can exert up to 650 pounds per square inch of pressure, enough to crush a human skull. With their size, strength, and predatory nature, African lions pose a serious threat to human life, especially in areas where their habitats overlap with human settlements. Caution and respect for these magnificent animals is crucial when in their presence. Asian elephant. While the Asian elephant is not typically considered one of the world's most dangerous animals, its increasing proximity to humans has led to a concerning rise in deadly encounters. Though generally less aggressive than their African counterparts, Asian elephants are responsible for a significant number of human fatalities each year, particularly in India. In 2019, a newspaper in India reported that the previous year saw 494 people killed by elephants in the country. Asian elephants are more likely to share habitats with humans compared to the larger African elephant, which inhabits vast protected areas. Their smaller size and forest-dwelling nature bring Asian elephants into closer contact with human settlements and activities. Asian elephants are more easily tamed, leading to their use in tourism and illegal logging industries where they interact with people more frequently. Habitat loss and fragmentation are forcing Asian elephants into greater conflict with humans as their natural ranges shrink. Crop raiding by Asian elephants leads to retaliation by farmers, resulting in injuries and deaths on both sides. While still considered a gentle giant overall, the Asian elephant's increasing interactions with humans have made it one of the most dangerous animals in its native range. Habitat conservation, improved mitigation of human-elephant conflict, and responsible tourism practices are crucial to reducing deadly encounters between these magnificent creatures and the people who share their lands. The common hippopotamus. While often perceived as docile creatures, the common hippopotamus is actually one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Hippos are highly aggressive and territorial, and are believed to kill between 500 and 3,000 humans per year, more than any other large African animal. Hippo attacks account for the highest percentage of fatalities, 86.7%, compared to lion and leopard attacks in Africa. Humans in East Africa often live in close proximity to natural hippo habitats, increasing the likelihood of deadly encounters. Hippos have enormous mouths that can open 150 degrees and massive canine teeth that can grow nearly a foot long. They are quick to anger and will aggressively defend their territory, especially when protecting their young or when threatened. Hippos are responsible for more human fatalities in Africa than any other large animal, including lions and crocodiles. Attacks often occur at night when hippos leave the water to graze, catching unsuspecting humans off guard. Despite their seemingly gentle appearance, the common hippopotamus is an extremely dangerous animal that should be given a wide berth, especially in areas where human settlements border their natural habitats. Caution and respect are crucial when in the presence of these massive, temperamental creatures. Nile crocodile. Finally, we've reached the last of the top 10 most dangerous animals in the world. The Nile crocodile is one of the largest and most dangerous reptiles in the world. Found throughout much of Africa, these massive predators are responsible for hundreds of human deaths each year, making them one of the most prolific man-eaters in the animal kingdom. It is estimated that Nile crocodiles kill around 1,000 people per year, though many attacks go unreported or unrecorded. Nile crocodiles are generally considered more aggressive than other crocodilian species. They are one of the largest freshwater crocodiles, with some individuals exceeding 6 meters, 19.7 feet, in length and weighing over 680 kilograms, 1,500 pounds. In Mozambique, there are over 300 Nile crocodile attacks annually, and in Namibia, about 150 attacks on both humans and cattle. Nile crocodiles are apex predators that feed on a wide range of prey, including fish, birds, other crocodiles, and mammals as large as young elephants. They are known to lurk silently near the water's edge before suddenly lunging to seize and drown their victims. Nile crocodiles are found throughout much of sub-Saharan Africa, with populations estimated between 250,000 and 500,000 individuals. Despite conservation efforts, the Nile crocodile remains one of the most dangerous animals in Africa due to its size, aggression, and widespread distribution. Caution is advised when near waterways known to be inhabited by these massive reptiles. Tapeworm. Intestinal infection from tapeworms arises from eating undercooked infected pork, poor hygiene, or ingesting contaminated water. While tapeworms are not typically considered one of the world's most dangerous animals, they can become exceptionally dangerous when they enter the central nervous system, causing neurological symptoms like epileptic seizures. Taenia solium, also known as the pork tapeworm, is one of the world's leading causes of death from foodborne illness. In higher-risk communities where neurocystic tapeworm infection of the brain can be more difficult to diagnose, the parasites are associated with up to 70% of epilepsy cases. Tapeworm infections are estimated to cause over 2,000 human deaths per year worldwide. Symptoms of neurocystic include seizures, headaches, and altered mental status as the larvae invade the brain. Preventive measures include proper cooking of pork, good hygiene, and access to clean water to avoid ingesting tapeworm eggs or larvae. Anti-parasitic medications and surgery may be necessary to treat severe cases of neurocystic. While not as immediately deadly as some other animals on this list, tapeworms pose a serious threat to human health, especially in developing countries where the infection is more prevalent. Proper food preparation, sanitation, and prompt treatment of infections are crucial to preventing the devastating neurological complications of tapeworm disease. Ascaris roundworm. Out of all the roundworms known for parasitizing the human gastrointestinal tract, Ascaris lumbricoides is the largest and most dangerous. It causes a disease called ascariasis, one of the most common parasitic infections on Earth, accounting for an estimated 60,000 deaths each year. While there are an estimated 800 million to 1.2 billion people infected with ascariasis worldwide, only about 15% result in symptoms. The disease often goes undiagnosed for years until symptoms worsen. Ascaris eggs can survive extreme temperatures and humidity for long periods, making them difficult to eradicate from contaminated soil and food. Infection occurs by ingesting food or water contaminated with Ascaris eggs, often due to poor sanitation and hygiene practices. Larvae hatch in the intestines, penetrate the gut wall, and migrate through the body, causing damage to organs like the liver and lungs. Heavy infestations can lead to intestinal blockages, malnutrition, and impaired growth and cognitive development in children. Ascariasis is most common in tropical and subtropical regions, with poor sanitation, especially in children ages 3 to 8. While ascariasis is treatable with medication, the sheer number of people infected and the potential for severe complications make Ascaris lumbricoides one of the most dangerous parasitic worms affecting humans today. Improved sanitation, hygiene, and deworming programs are crucial to reducing the global burden of this neglected tropical disease. Freshwater snail. While freshwater snails may seem innocuous, they play a crucial role in the transmission of several deadly parasitic diseases, making them one of the most dangerous animals in the world. These small mollusks act as intermediate hosts for a variety of parasitic worms, including those that cause schistosomiasis, a debilitating and potentially fatal disease. When parasitic worms released by infected snails penetrate human skin, they can develop into schistosomiasis, causing abdominal pain, gastrointestinal issues, and organ damage. People are most often infected during agricultural work, fishing, or recreational activities that expose them to contaminated water sources. Communities with inadequate access to clean water, sanitation, and medical treatment are at the highest risk of contracting snail-borne parasitic diseases. The World Health Organization estimates an annual death toll of 200,000 from schistosomiasis alone, a disease transmitted exclusively through freshwater snails. Other deadly parasitic diseases spread by snails include fascioliasis, clonorchiasis, and paragonomyiasis, which can target the liver, lungs, and other vital organs. Efforts to control snail populations through pesticides have had limited success, as reducing snail numbers can paradoxically increase the infectivity of the remaining individuals. While small in size, freshwater snails play a crucial role in the transmission of some of the world's most debilitating and deadly parasitic diseases. Improving access to clean water, sanitation, and medical care in affected regions is crucial to reducing the global burden of snail-borne illnesses. Assassin bug. While not as well known as some of the world's most dangerous animals, the assassin bug poses a significant threat due to its role in transmitting Chagas disease, a potentially fatal parasitic infection. The assassin bug is the primary vector for Chagas disease, which infects an estimated 6 to 7 million people globally, mostly in urban areas of Latin America. Chagas disease accounts for approximately 10,000 deaths per year, though only about 30% of infected individuals display symptoms, which can range from strokes to heart attacks. The parasites that cause Chagas disease are transmitted when the assassin bug, also known as the kissing bug, defecates near the bite wound, allowing the parasites to enter the body. Assassin bugs are found primarily in the Americas, from the southern United States to central Argentina, where they live in cracks and crevices, often in poorly constructed homes. While the initial infection may be asymptomatic, Chagas disease can progress to severe cardiac and gastrointestinal complications if left untreated. Effective prevention and control of Chagas disease relies on eliminating assassin bug populations, improving housing conditions, and early diagnosis and treatment. Though not as deadly as some predatory animals, the assassin bug's role in transmitting a debilitating and potentially fatal disease makes it one of the most dangerous animals in the world, especially in regions where Chagas disease is endemic. Setti Fly. On number 5, we have Setti Fly. The Setti Fly, a small biting insect found in sub-Saharan Africa, is considered one of the most dangerous animals in the world due to its role in transmitting African trypanosomiasis, also known as sleeping sickness. This debilitating and often fatal disease is endemic to 36 countries in the region. Tsetse flies transmit parasites that cause African trypanosomiasis, a disease that is fatal without immediate treatment. Annual cases of sleeping sickness numbered well above tens of thousands until 2009, but sustained control efforts have reduced the number of global cases to less than 1,000 per year since 2018. The Setti Fly is found exclusively in sub-Saharan Africa, with its range extending from the Sahara Desert in the north to Zimbabwe in the south. Setti flies feed exclusively on blood, with both males and females capable of transmitting the parasites that cause sleeping sickness. Infection occurs when a Setti fly takes a blood meal from an infected animal or human, picking up the parasites which then multiply and develop within the fly. Symptoms of sleeping sickness include fever, headaches, joint pain, and neurological issues like confusion, slurred speech, and difficulty walking. Without treatment, the disease progresses to the late stage, affecting the central nervous system and ultimately leading to coma and death. While the number of sleeping sickness cases has declined in recent years, the tsetse fly remains a significant threat in parts of Africa. Continued efforts to control tsetse fly populations and provide early diagnosis and treatment of the disease are crucial to reducing its impact. Dogs. While dogs are often considered loyal and friendly companions, they can pose a deadly threat through the transmission of rabies, a viral disease that is nearly always fatal if left untreated. Rabies is a zoonotic disease, meaning it can be transmitted from animals to humans. Dogs are responsible for up to 99% of all rabies transmissions to humans. Rabies causes tens of thousands of deaths globally each year, with an estimated 59,000 people dying from the disease annually. The World Health Organization, WHO, estimates the total global cost of rabies-related expenses at $8.6 billion per year. Children under 15 years old account for 40% of people affected by rabid animals. Rabies is present on all continents except Antarctica and can be carried by any mammal, though dogs are the primary vector. Once clinical symptoms of rabies appear, the disease is virtually 100% fatal if left untreated. However, post-exposure prophylaxis, PEP, is highly effective if administered promptly. Vaccination of dogs, along with improved access to rabies post-exposure treatment for humans, are crucial to reducing the burden of this deadly zoonotic disease. While dogs are beloved pets in many parts of the world, their potential to transmit rabies makes them one of the most dangerous animals, especially in regions with limited access to proper medical care and dog vaccination programs. Now it's time to introduce our big three, the last three animals that are among the most dangerous in the world. Saw-scaled viper. On number 3, we have saw-scaled viper. This snake is considered one of the most dangerous in the world, responsible for more human fatalities than any other snake species, according to the World Health Organization, WHO. Each year, between 4.5 million and 5.4 million people suffer snakebites globally, resulting in 1.8 million to 2.7 million developing clinical illnesses, and causing between 81,000 to 138,000 deaths. The saw-scaled viper is believed to contribute significantly to these mortality rates, particularly across its habitat, spanning the Middle East, Central Asia, and parts of North Africa, thriving in arid and semi-arid regions. Its venom contains hemotoxins that prevent blood clotting, leading to uncontrolled bleeding and organ failure if untreated. Bites from this viper can inflict severe pain, swelling, nausea, and respiratory distress, often proving fatal without immediate access to antivenom. Factors such as poverty, limited healthcare access, and lack of snakebite education exacerbate the dangers associated with saw-scaled viper envenomation. Despite its modest size, the saw-scaled viper's potent venom and wide distribution underscore its status as one of the planet's deadliest snakes. Enhancing prevention, treatment, and antivenom accessibility are critical in mitigating the impact of this lethal reptile. Humans. While it may come as a surprise, humans are considered the second most deadly animal on the planet. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, humans are responsible for an estimated 24,849 homicides per year, with 19,651 of those involving firearms. This equates to a rate of 7.5 homicides per 100,000 people. Beyond intentional violence, humans pose significant threats through various means. Approximately 1.4 million emergency room visits occur each year due to assaults among humans. Human activities such as habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change have profoundly impacted the natural world, leading to the decline and extinction of numerous species. Humans are primarily responsible for global warming, which contributes to over 150,000 deaths annually, through its effects on human health, food security, and natural disasters. While not all human interactions lead to harm, our capability for advanced tool use, sophisticated weapons, and environmental alteration classifies us as one of the planet's most dangerous creatures. The scale of human-caused deaths, both directly and indirectly, firmly establishes humans as the second most dangerous animal on Earth. Mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are the world's most dangerous animals due to their role as vectors for various deadly diseases. Annually, they cause up to 1 million human deaths primarily through the transmission of illnesses such as malaria, dengue fever, yellow fever, Zika virus, chikungunya, and encephalitis. Malaria alone, transmitted by the Anopheles mosquito, claims 600,000 lives annually, predominantly affecting children, and incapacitates another 200 million people for days each year. Other significant mosquito-borne diseases include dengue fever, which affects 100 to 400 million people annually worldwide, and yellow fever, which carries a high mortality rate. Japanese encephalitis causes over 10,000 deaths yearly, mainly in Asia, while Zika virus can have severe neurological effects on infants born to infected mothers. Of the over 3,500 mosquito species, only a fraction transmit diseases to humans, with certain species of Anopheles, Aedes, and Culex mosquitoes posing the greatest risk. Aedes aegypti, for instance, spreads lymphatic filariasis, Zika, dengue, and yellow fever. Mosquitoes are attracted to individuals based on factors like body temperature and the carbon dioxide in exhaled breath. As global temperatures rise, mosquito habitats expand, heightening the risk of mosquito-borne diseases spreading into new regions. Effective measures to protect against mosquitoes include using insect repellents, wearing protective clothing such as long sleeves and pants, keeping yards well maintained, and eliminating sources of standing water where mosquitoes breed. Additionally, professional mosquito control treatments can help manage mosquito populations and reduce disease transmission risks. If you think there might be any other animals that could have appeared in this video, please feel free to leave a comment below. Your input is always appreciated. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye for now.